Hello Steelers, and welcome to this next bench report. This one is slightly different. I've gone in a completely different direction from the previous bench report, which was mostly jungle terrain, I think, and bits and pieces. I was finishing stuff off. I had a game of O Group with Dean last weekend, which you can see the battle report of, and I know some of you have enjoyed that. Go and check it out if you haven't seen it. And that was on Sunday. And it was actually my first time playing O Group against somebody else. I've hosted it for guys down at the club, and I played it solo quite a few times, but I never actually played it against somebody. And to be perfectly honest, it blew me out of the water as to just how good a game it was. I knew it was good. I knew it was a fantastic game anyway, but just the fact that I was able to play against somebody, so you're not really, you don't know what is going to happen and what they're going to do, and it was really good. Dean won. He won on morale, basically. I probably shouldn't tell you that because I don't want to spoil the video for you, but yeah, he won on morale. If you're interested in O Group, you've probably seen the video by now anyway. But I felt as though I was about to stop him early on, and I thought it was going to be an easy victory for me, but it turned out not to be. Really good. So it kind of actually has enthused me much more to get back into the game, because I've kind of let it lapse a little bit. I've only played a couple of games in the last couple of months because I've been doing other things. So just the fact that it was such a good game, that I thought actually this is I will need to get on with some of the stuff I've been doing. So most of this week has been concentrated on O Group itself. I first started off earlier in the week by making some company commanders. The reason for this is because when we were playing, because obviously when you're playing against somebody it's a bit difficult because they don't know my figures, and he hadn't painted any of those figures, they're all mine, so it was a case of me having to point out what things were. So it was, from his point of view, it gave me an idea of what was weak in what I've got, and what I needed to change to make the game more enjoyable for an opponent, and also just to make it easier to play on the table, so to speak. And one of these things was the company commanders. I usually have them on small bases for the Flames of War bases, but I went looking around and I found some 2Ps that I've got in the old change drawer, and I thought I'm going to mount the company commanders on those. So they're now on circular bases compared to the little square rectangle bases, Flames of War bases I use for sections, so you can see it at an instant which is which, and they've only got 2 men on them as well. I went back to some of my older figures and I pulled some off the bases. I know Ken at the Yorkshire Gamer says never rebase, but I didn't want to buy a load of new figures in. I've already got a load painted, so I may as well just use those. So I pulled those off the bases, and I got some Germans, Soviets, British for the Far East, and also the Japanese done as well, because I had some spare Japanese figures that I just painted quickly. And as I say, they 2 figures mounted on a 2p piece, perfect size. They fit in really well with the small scale, the small Flames of War bases, so it works really well. They don't look too out of place, and they are looking quite nice. And also, because I was very enthused about O Group, I realised that I needed some late war British, so I needed a HQ base for them. I also needed some more company commanders for them, because I've only got the Far East ones. I was using those, and they work, but they don't work enough. So I went over to Peter Pig's website and I got myself a bunch of, and also combat patrols for late war British as well. So I got a load of rifles, some company commanders, some HQ commanders as well, also some other bits and pieces, some signals and things like that, so I can turn those into combat patrols, and the HQs themselves. I've got some more rifles there, and what else we've got here, some more rifles and things as well there. So they're going to be combat patrols and HQs, and I also got a Normandy Jeep as well, which I'll either use on the HQ base just as a little vignette, or possibly for the spotter, but I've got quite a few other Jeeps as well. It's just a chance to get another Jeep, so I'll get that and get them sorted. I was also looking at the The Normandy Supplement as well, this one here, this is the one I got printed, but you can get this at the Two Fat Lardies website. I did do a review of this, check that out, it's in one of my other videos recently. I did a review of that, and I was looking through the scenarios, and I've got pretty much like 90% of what I need to play those games, but unpainted. One of the things I needed was 6-pounder Churchills. And as it happens, the Flames of War one is perfect because they have Churchills. I think there's crocodiles as well needed in there, and I just don't have them. I don't really have British armour. I've only got Fireflies and a couple of Mark 7 Churchills. So I needed the Mark 4 Churchills, and they do a lovely set of these for Flames of War. With lots of, there's only 3 tanks in there, but you can swap them around. You've got 6-pounders, 75mm, 95mm, petards, and as I said, a crocodile as well. So that is going to be perfect. Just to fill in the gaps that I need for my Normandy stuff. So that will be worked on, probably not this week at all. Well, not this week because it's still in the box. Probably next week, because this week has also been given over as well to working on an American battalion, again for the Normandy Supplement. And I've had this Plastic Soldier Company figures sat for ages now, just sit waiting to be painted. I got a box of them, the American infantry, and I did nothing with them, and I was going to turn them into an old group thing, but I kind of let it lapse because I'd not played the game for such a while. And as I say, the playing the game at the weekend gave me the kick to get back into it, and really has pushed me over the edge to get these done. So I spent most of the week basing these together, getting them pasted up, and you can see there's still some here on the table. I'm not going to get these done this weekend because I've got some games with Dean anyway, and I'm going to be out and things, so these will be finished this week, but I won't get them done this weekend. Well, I might not do it this week because I'm out for work and things as well. But I did actually manage to get 2 companies done of the Americans, so they're finished off. And I've already already started the combat patrols as well, but I've got a few more of those to do. So I've only got 1 company left to do. I've got the combat 2 sets of combat patrols, so that's 6 in total, and the HQ base as well, and then a few supporting things. I don't think I've got many 60mm mortars, so I might have to get a pack of the Plastic Soldier Company's supporting weapons for the Americans, which is, you know, no problem anyway. It's just I'll just paint all those up and they can be used in stuff like Chain of Command as well as O Group and I Ain't Being Shot and other things. So that's kind of been what the main thing I've been working on this week is, just really, like I say, pushing it through with O Group and really trying to get him back on board with it. So I've kind of the terrain has gone on the back boiler. I've kind of started on this ruined house, which I really need to push on and just get that finished off. If I'd have got time this weekend, I probably would have just finished these off. It's block painted, it just needs some detailing of things and then weathering. So it's almost done. It's like, you know, I'd say about 60% there. But because I've been pushing on with the figures, I just wanted to get those done and out of the way. So that's a complete battalion done. And speaking also of O Group as well, I played with Paul at the club on Thursday night. We played O Group again. My second game playing against somebody, and I was teaching Paul how to play it. He played it once before when I set up the Pavlov's house scenario at the club a few weeks ago, but we only got into a couple of turns into it. This time we got a little further in because again I was still teaching Paul how to play and I was still learning how to play as well. It was a battle of Jitra, fought between the 1st 8th Punjabs and the Sekai detachments of the Japanese 18th Army as they were pushing through Malaya. Early on, it was like the first big battle really that the Indians were pushed back on, and we didn't finish the game, but it was a Japanese victory basically. At this point, I'd got to a point where my units were pretty tired out. I'd lost a couple of anti-tank guns. He'd still got 4 operating tanks. 2 were damaged, but 4 of them operating, so I think it would have been pretty much a Japanese rollover, even with my fresh reserves, because he still had a platoon to bring on. A company to bring on as well. So it was a great game though, really good fun, and it gave me a chance to get all my jungle terrain out as well, which I was very happy about. And then really to finish up here today is just to mention that tomorrow, well, I'm recording this on Saturday, so tomorrow, Sunday, I'll be playing another game of O Group with Dean. This time it's going to be from the The Lardy Special is the Highway to Hell one, written by Dave Brown, who wrote O Group himself, and it's the one that you can see in the Lardy TV how to play videos of O Group. So that's going to be Germans versus Soviets early in the war, before the attack on Moscow, about 200 miles west of Moscow, and that's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that, and it's going to be quite a big game as well. So we're going to be spending Sunday doing that. This afternoon, Saturday, he's coming over. We're going to play Jewish Dread Helter Skelter. I'm going to play a couple of board games. I'll see if I can get him to play Undaunted as well, Normandy, because we did enjoy that last time. See how much time we've got and how we feel after it. But I'm certainly looking forward to the O Group game that we play tomorrow, which I will be recording, because I've already mentioned it to Dean, and he said he was up for it, so we're going to record that, and that will be out as a battle report at some point in the future. The Ukraine Tshirt Appeal is still ongoing. I think I've only sold one, so I'm just going to hold off before I donate. If you are still interested in buying a Storm of Steel t-shirt, all proceeds will go towards the Ukrainian Red Cross, and I will match those proceeds. Have a look in the description for the Redbubble link, and you can buy a t-shirt. There's different types, and also I've got just different types of t-shirts on there as well. If you look on my account on Redbubble, it's actually called Terminal Tees, because I couldn't think of a name when I was making it up about 5 or 6 years ago. But you'll know it's me because it's got the Storm of Steel logo on it. So they're my t-shirts. Just go and have a look. There might be other stuff you might be interested in, stickers and things as well. And also, once again, just to finish up, the Facebook group is closing in on 200 members. So if you want to go and join that, please do. Links are in the description again. You just need me to allow you to join, and as I say, whenever I click onto Facebook, I'll see your request and I will allow you to join. Also, the Facebook page for Storm of Steel has just gone over 500 likes, so thank you very much for that. That's a nice round number. Check that out as well. I post stuff on there regularly, as I do here as well on YouTube in the community section. I'm not sure if there's much else I really need to tell you at this point. I think that's pretty much where I am. As I say, mostly O Group this week, because it's such a good game. If you are thinking about getting into it, then do so. I am thinking about making an O Group how to play video, similar to my Chain of Command and I Ain't Been Shotman ones. Let me know in the comments if that would be something you'd be interested in. I know a few people have said it already, so I'll probably do it anyway, but I just need to sit down and write it out and get it done. So that might be a long-term project. But I think I'll wrap up there, leave it to it. If you want to help out the channel, just to say, you can join Patreon. You do get previews of videos a week before. You can join the channel as a member as well, which will help out. And also you can buy me a coffee as well. All the links are in the description down below. Don't be shy, say hello. And I'll see you in the next bench report, or at least in the next Storm of Steel video.